Sheesh, baby, what's going on? We in this stew. Now tonight I've got a very special guest. I've kept him a secret. I mean, he's got to be one of the best well-kept secrets I've had because how do you hide a man like this? How do you hide somebody like this? I'm going to introduce him properly. I've got something for you guys. We're going to bring him in the right way. So without further ado, please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Lieutenant Ray Hermosillo, baby. There he is. Whoa, 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 whoa. The 50 Shades of Ray, baby. What it do?
What's up, buddy? What's going on?
He's back
I love the
in
intro,
the building. By the way, that's the best intro you're ever gonna get. That was straight Riz, baby. You were looking
awesome.
good.
Thank you, man. How you been?
I'm good, man. How are you doing? I think the question is everybody wants to know how you are.
I'm good, man. I just been working. It doesn't ever stop, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good. I've been enjoying life. A little more relaxing, just working and waiting for the weather to warm up. And yeah, man, I'm good.
Good, dude. I mean, I think, and that's what everybody has asked me constantly is about how you are, where you are. I'm like, first of all, he's a busy guy. I mean, he's busy. You got stuff going on in your life.
Yeah.
You're staying big, obviously. Look at this shirt, everybody. 50 Shades of Ray about to pop out that shirt right now. Look at this shirt.
Yeah, bro. I try to get into your live or your videos every now and again when I can, but
yeah,
sometimes I don't make it. But no, I'm thinking about you.
Yeah, dude. And also, I forgot that there's a time difference here. I forgot that you were an hour ahead, so I feel bad.
Is Arizona the only state that doesn't recognize the time change?
So you got Arizona and Hawaii.
Oh, in Hawaii.
And
okay.
It's hilarious. I've lived in both places, and it just you never have a time change. But the thing is that's bad is that you end up having like the sunset at like 6 o'clock. So it really does feel weird because it's literally be 6 o'clock and the sun's gone. And you're like, oh, okay.
So did you live up here in the summertime, or were you just up here for the winter?
So here's what happened. When we moved to Rexburg, nobody knows this story, by the way. Nobody knows about the Rexburg files.
Oh, okay? They don't?
No.
Did I steal something?
No. They know I live there, but I've never talked about it. So we came up because I don't remember what it was, but we knew there's a lot of people there that we knew. And so we're like, what if we go up there and have some community? And I think a part of me wanted to be there for some kind of closure. I don't know. But we met somebody who said we have like these nice townhomes. And even in that time in 2020, the cost of living was astronomically different. You know what I mean? And so we're like, you know what? Like I've always wanted to move back to Texas. Idaho kind of has that vibe. You have all the outdoor stuff, And so I was like, it'd be nice to live up there. So we left in December of 2020, got through the winter. Our truck is Tokyo drifting. I didn't know what I was doing, bro, because I'd never been in snow like that. I lived in Utah, but I'd never been in like real snow, like where you can't get out of your driveway without real effort. And so, yeah, we lived there until April when it got nice, or May, and right into the summertime, we moved back to Arizona, and got so we had the harsh winter, and then the harsh summer. So we had no break. It was from freezing to pure heat. It was horrible. And that's my fault.
Bro, you got to get up here in the summertime because it doesn't get dark until in the summer and dead of summer in July and August, probably 10 o'clock.
Dude, how do you do that? It just throws me off.
I love it. I love the summertime up here. And that's the only thing really that keeps me here is the summer because the winter stuff, of course,
Yeah, it's horrible.
But yeah, bro. Yeah, you need to come up, man.
Dude, and it wrecked the truck, by the way. It just wrecked the bottom of the truck, just rusted it out. We had it up there for a couple months.
Was it the salt that did it probably on the roads? Yeah.
It just wrecked it. And then, we came back in, like I said, It was like May. It was already hot here. And I was like, dude, we're not getting a break till winter here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But we did. You know what we did? We went and did the mountains. What's it called? The sand dunes. We sledded on that.
Sledding. Yeah.
Dude, that was the best.
Yeah.
We had a vlog on here where we did the sledding and I didn't know that there was stuff underneath. I didn't know it was the sand dunes. I didn't know anything about it.
You did?
No, I had no idea. So I'm going crazy. We're going off the like biggest hills. And then on one of them, there's a giant tree at the bottom. And I slide down and I fall off the sled and I just get douched in the freaking ribs. I'm like, what the frick? I start digging. It's a damn tree, bro. There's a whole tree in the snow.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you must have been sledding at a weird spot because most of the sand dunes there's no trees because there's side by sides and four-wheelers. And so they've tried to level out most of those trees, but yeah.
It was like I don't know. It was just on its side tree, just sitting and underneath the snow. I was like, who left this here, bro? I had no idea that was there.
Bro, you got the worst luck then.
Trust me, I know that. I got the worst luck there is. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat to have the boy here. I had an idea for you. Hey, Ray doesn't even know what's going on tonight. Okay. He has no idea. And we've always dealt with the heavy stuff on the channel. We've always had to talk about the hard stuff. Tonight, I don't want to do all that. So here's what we're gonna do. And I need honesty from Ray here. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rank Ray's favorite food that there is. Okay. So here's your options, Ray. Okay. Not much. There's another one on here. Now, if you don't know what these are, which some of these I have never had, but these are your tiers. So this is your best tier. S. I don't know what S is supposed to stand for. Is that spectacular? I really don't know. I don't know what A is for, but it's basically a grading system up to S. You tell me where you want these things and we'll go in order. And I'm going to see if we agree because I don't know. We've never done this before. We never talked about food like this. Okay?
No, we haven't. That's a good idea.
Let's start with Arby's. I want to know, where does Arby's rank from S through F with you?
All right, brother. I eat Arby's once a week.
Once a week?
And I get the French dip.
I can't be mad at that though.
So I think that would probably be, I'd got to say it S.
What? You're going full out for Arby's?
Yep. Let's start out with the top, baby.
Holy moly. That is the last thing I expect. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. Okay. Next is Burger King. This is really going to be something. I got to hear what you think about Burger King.
Okay. I love the char-broiled burgers. I love the smell.
Oh boy.
Bro, I gotta put Burger King as an S.
There's no shot. You got Arby's and Burger King on there?
Yeah.
Hey,
I gotta do it.
Have you ever had Carl's Jr.'s charred burgers? Have you ever had that?
I have, and I gotta put that as S too.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. We can definitely go off that one.
Yeah.
Carl's Jr.'s the charred burgers, Carl's Jr.'s goes crazy for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Where does it rank for you, brother?
I like Chick-fil-A. I like Super Chicks better. Have you ever had Super Chicks?
Super Chicks?
Yeah, it's kind of like Chick-fil-A. And I heard it was the ex-spouse of the owner of Chick-fil-A, and I don't know if that's true or not. So
she's straight jacked it, huh?
But I do like Chick-fil-A. I don't like it as much as Super Chick, so I'd say probably A.
Oh,
is that an A?
I've never had that. Yeah, you got A. So this is just so we're clear, this is absolute peak, right? This is the best there is.
Yep.
And then everything else. Okay.
Yep.
Just good. Okay. Where does Chipotle rank for you?
I gotta say probably D.
Oh my gosh!
Because I do like Cafe Rio. They have that.
I like Rio.
Builds their own bowl.
Yeah.
A Cafe Rio, and I love that. I like it a little better than Chipotle.
Yeah, I agree with you. Rio does go crazy. Okay, Dairy Queen is not something I've really had that much in my life. But where does Dairy Queen rank on this system for you?
I would probably say with Chipotle.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do this after you. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
reset.
I'm curious to see where you sit.
Oh man, it's hard. It's harder to like when I actually think about it, I don't know. Okay, Domino's.
Domino's probably F.
F.
Yep.
Good man.
Little Caesars, I think, is the best pizza.
Little Caesars is peak to you?
Thin crust, pepperoni, Little Caesars.
You go crazy over there. What you got going on over there?
We're in Idaho, brother. We don't have a lot to choose from.
You don't have a lot of options, do you? I forgot. There's no options. Do you know where I had the most Dairy Queen in my life? Was Rexburg. Because it's right across from the jail, bro. It's right there.
When Dairy Queen had Orange Julius, you remember Orange Julius?
Yes.
When they had that, I'd go there in the summertime, but I really never go to Dairy Queen. I'm not a fan.
Yeah. I was surprised though with like their chicken and fries was better than I thought it was because I'd never really had it. You know what I mean? So it's definitely different. Plus, I'll have to see if I can find us a better system on here because this is a very limited amount. But some of them were super like probably some East Coast stuff that I've never had either. So I was like, I don't even know if he's had this stuff. Okay. Have you had Five Guys? There's a Five Guys in Rexburg.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Five Guys is good. It's so spendy though.
It's so much money.
It's like
you got to pay for your lettuce. You got to pay for your onions. You got to pay for everything separately.
So I would say Five Guys, probably A.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that one. Hardee's is pretty much Carl's Jr. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. There was when I lived in Green Bay, there was a Hardee's that I'd go to, and it was okay. I'd probably say an E for Hardee's.
Okay, we'll go E. We'll go E. That's fine. Okay, In-N-Out. This is a real one.
That's a Cali chain, right?
Yeah.
I got to stick with SoCal. That's going to be S for sure.
That's an S for sure. There's just really no doubt. And if anybody, I've had some people really hate on it. I'm like, look, it's as fresh as you get. Yep. Like there's really, I don't know, besides Five Guys, but like as far as a drive-through and as far as cheap goes, they don't change their prices out. You can't really beat it. It's not an everyday thing, but you got to do it.
Did you know that they have like a little verse at the bottom of their cups?
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I like that, especially in today's world. So I got to put them at the top, bro.
I love it. And it's good. I can't miss on a double cheeseburger. You can't miss.
Double, yeah, you got to have it.
Oh, you got to do the double. $10, bro, in this economy. You want to go eat, go to freaking In-N-Out and save money.
Amen.
They're so smart. Okay, where does Jack in the Box rank for you? This is a controversial one, I'll tell you that.
Jack in the Box, I'd probably say E or F, bro.
E or F? Wow. What do you think? Are you like F's worst you can get?
I'd probably say E then.
Okay.
With Hardee's.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I don't know why the logo in here with everything else inside of it's in there. Okay, Jimmy John's. I haven't really had a lot of Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's is good. It's not as good as Jersey Mike's. Have you had Jersey Mike's?
Yes, I've had both.
Okay. But I like Jimmy John's. Go ahead.
I know I have trauma with Jimmy John's. It was one of the last things I ate before I had my appendix out, and it's like associated with that sickness that you feel and that throwing up. Yeah. But I mean, as far as like if I'm just objective, it's the bread's waxy to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true. It is. And sometimes it's too hard almost.
Yeah. And it's I don't know. There's something about it I don't like. Where does it rank for you though?
Jimmy John's, I'd probably say C.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Actually, no, let's do B.
You go up to B? Dang. Okay. Yeah, I'm with it. I like this list. We're gonna have a conversation about some of these S tiers, but I like your list so far. All right. What do you got with KFC? Man, KFC. I haven't had that.
KFC is like old school. I haven't had KFC in a long time.
Yeah.
Especially when they have like the Raising Canes and the.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say C, brother.
Yeah, it's very mid. I never use that word, but it's mid-tier. Mid-tier. All right, the ultimate McDonald's. We're getting into the really big chains.
All right, I love the triple cheeseburger from McDonald's.
The Big Mac?
No, the triple cheese. It's like the double cheese, but the triple.
Oh, like is it the quarter pounder, but it's 3? No?
No, it's just 3 patties. I think there's 3 pieces of cheese, pickles, and ketchup.
Oh, I'm getting on that any day.
It's delicious.
You just put me on to something here. I gotta
And the breakfast burritos, brother, in the morning, breakfast burritos.
Yeah, their breakfast was crazy. It does.
It's got to go.
Gotta go S. I love it. I love it. People are so controversial with it because, like, oh, it's the worst film. Like, have you really had though? Like, their fries. If everything's on point, their burgers are good with the pickles. Their fries are always good when they're nice and hot. Their Cokes and Sprites have like freaking some kind of drug in them. They hit too hard. They make your eyes water. So
it's gotta have Coke in it. Gotta have Coke.
it's got a little bit of something in there.
Little sprinkle.
They're the best Sprite and Coke, and they never have ice cream. So you call it for what you want. This list is crazy. Okay, Panda.
I'd probably say C with KFC.
Yeah. Something you don't go out of your way for.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Papa John's?
Papa John's, I gotta say F.
Good man. Pizza Hut.
I gotta say F.
F for Pizza Hut. Dang.
Yep.
Okay, what about Popeyes?
Popeyes is probably C, probably.
Okay, like that. Sonic,
that's probably a B.
Look at this. Would you look at this? Look at this. What is she doing? What is Julie out here talking about?
Julie knows I love donuts. Look, you can't be a cop and not love donuts.
Okay,
let me tell you a story.
Go for it. Go. I want to hear the story.
I love donuts so much that I won't buy them in uniform.
Really?
Because, you know, the stigma. You see a cop in there buying donuts. Everybody's a comedian.
You're like, shut up.
So I would make my wife, when I wanted a donut back on patrol, I would be like, hey, Christy, go get me a donut. I'll meet you in the alley.
Stop. You did not meet her in the alley.
I'm not even kidding you, brother. Flip me the donut through the window and I will eat it alone, out of view of everybody. So
not the alley. Christy out here doing it.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. You beat me in the alley.
Heck yes.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. I always had a question real quick before we finish this. How in the world do you keep yourself alert on patrol? Because it's just that time of waiting, right? Like you're just waiting. How do you stay locked in?
A lot of caffeine.
That's what I'd be doing.
But honestly, it's like it's a mindset. So when you put on the uniform, you're strapping up the vest, you know it's game time, right?
Yeah.
You know you have to be on high alert. So it's honestly like a mindset. I'll listen to music just to get me in the right mindset, get me focused, get me locked in. But yeah, man, and that's what a lot of people don't understand is even if nothing goes on the entire shift, mentally it's taxing because you're on that hypervigilance the entire time.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing that I was gonna say is like you're literally on call in that moment. Like it's anything, right? Like it's literally go from helping someone change a tire to something horrible within 30 seconds, right? You could literally have to respond. So I can't imagine the mental tax that takes. You deserve a donut in an alley, brother. You deserve it.
Look at me. I've had more donuts in the alley than I probably should.
Oh my gosh. First of all, this is the thing that's so crazy. Can anybody in the chat tell me, honest to God, you don't like donuts? It's not a cop thing, bro. It's an everybody thing. Who doesn't like donuts? It's really like the perfect type of thing to have. And if you've had a good donut, okay, let me ask you this. What is your go-to donut place? Is it the gas station? Is there a company you like? Where do you go to get your donuts?
So back in the day in California, it was always like Winchell's. Do you remember Winchell's Donuts?
No, but now I want it.
I don't even know if they're in business anymore. It was Winchell's Donuts, but up here there's a grocery store called Brolem's, and they make the best donuts by far. I know there's a lot of donut chains, Dunkin' Donuts, you know, all those, but Brolem's, this little grocery store, makes the best donuts. So that's
I've been over there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
that
one with the
grocery
red
store on Main
sign.
Street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Man. I like
They're good donuts, bro.
Albertsons and Fry's here is kind of the same thing. I swear they have the best donuts. Like Krispy Kreme's great, but you got to go to Krispy Kreme and then it's still got to be fire. And every once in a while you get a really old one. And then now they're selling them at Walmart and Target, at least for us. And they've got them in there, but I'm like, I know these are old. I
Yeah,
know
they're
these are
old.
old.
They got to be old.
So,
What's your favorite donut?
oh man. First of all, I got toasted for this because I'm gonna tell you, I don't have a preference. What I will say is I think Dunkin' and that kind of stuff, I would say Dunkin' and a few others are just so low quality. Like I'm going for something. So when I was growing up, there was a place in Austin, and I used to go there. I was a big boy. So I used to have Lori take my big booty down there in the morning before school so I can get me the bag of donut holes and the donuts. Okay. And what was this place called? I'm trying to put them on right now. They'd be so lucky. I almost went there when I went to Texas. You remember I told you I went to Austin to get my birth certificate for the
Yeah,
day?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was this close. I had an Uber lined up to go over there, and then they couldn't move my flight, so I couldn't go over there and get the donuts.
Oh,
But I was about to live my little boy's dream all over it. So as far as donuts go, I think we have 3 different places here that have the really good grocery ones. I would say Albertsons, Fry's, and what's the other one? Bashas'. They have the best bakery donuts. And then as far as chains go, if you go to Krispy Kreme with the hot light on and you get a fresh Krispy Kreme, those go crazy.
Yeah, they almost melt in your mouth.
They're literally the most dangerous ones. And so I'd say for a chain, it's Krispy Kreme. And then we have a place called Bosa Donuts here. And Bosa is really good to me.
Bosa, okay.
Yeah. They're like,
So do you
they're
get
kind of,
like, is it more like sprinkled or glazed or maple bar or what?
okay. So this is where I got toasted, right? I like white sprinkled donuts. They're my favorite. Everybody's like, "Oh, you
Okay.
like white sprinkled? You're a grown man having white sprinkled." Yeah, damn right, I got the white sprinkled donuts. Frick that. Okay,
Sprinkled are the best, buddy.
hell yeah, put an umbrella in that thing, and then you're gonna go. You're gonna get a chocolate bar. I don't want to say what they're called, but they're called Long Johns. But I don't want to say that on the stream because people are not gonna let me live that shit down. If I say freaking, I love the chocolate Long Johns, but I said it, and then I'm trying to think what else. I like Bear Claws. I kind of like everything. I don't know if I really love donuts that have like Krispy Kreme. We got the girls these like peanut themed ones, and they had like icing or something in the middle. It was way too much. You know when you take a bite of something and you're like,
Yeah,
too much. That's exactly what that was like. So I think for me, I'm pretty simple. I like glaze, white sprinkled chocolate, and the Long Johns. Why'd they name it that, dog? Come
I
on.
don't know. Who names donuts? Like,
Who names it a Long John? You want a chocolate Long John? No, I don't. Get out of here. What about you, bro? What's your go-to?
I like the sprinkles. I like the sprinkles, the multicolored sprinkles. I like the maple bar. It's just I like them all.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm a pastry boy.
I am too, bro. You ever had a beignet? Like a Louisiana beignet?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Gosh, dog. So we went to Disney World, and then we stopped in Louisiana at the French Quarter, and they're like, somebody in the chat needs to help me out with what a beignet is, but it's a pastry, and it's like fried, and it's got powdered sugar all over that thing, bro. They're so fire. They're so ridiculous. And then they have one in Disneyland. They have a place that has beignets down there. It's like a French spot. Oh my gosh, bro. I literally got a bag of 12 and I ate probably 7 of them instantly. Yeah. And then everybody's turning around. Can I have one? I'm like, there's not that many left.
There's none left.
I ate them all, bro. Listen, whoa, Kathy. Fried dough. Come on now. Give me a break here. They're all saying fried dough. It is fried dough, but it's better than that. It's better than just fried. They're making it sound like it's not as good as it is. It's fire. I promise.
I want to try one.
You got to have one, brother. Okay, here's another question before you finish your tier list. Are you a cookie guy or a brownie guy, cake guy. Like what? Throw me some other sweets
Okay.
that freaking raw
So
rich Ray.
I'm a sucker for cake,
Love cake.
but it has to be like confetti cake.
Oh man, why have we not talked about this?
You
What
like
the hell
confetti
are we
cake too?
doing? Yeah, I love confetti cake.
Yes.
We like
That's
sprinkles out here, bro.
sprinkles, confetti cake. I like cookies. I'm not a big brownie person.
Agreed.
I like apple pies. Bro, I mean, I like them all.
Bro, what we got the same, we're almost on the same exact wavelength over here.
We should get our let's get our inner fat kids in touch with each other.
Please.
Go
Mine's
for a
calling.
day and just stuff out on pies, cakes, donuts. Let's do it all.
Okay, I have the best idea ever. Have you ever seen back in the day on YouTube, they used to do these challenges on fitness channels called the 10,000 calorie challenge. And they try to eat 10,000 calories in a day.
Damn, that's a lot of calories.
It sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot, but it's not as much as you'd think, especially with what we could get. We might have to do it. It like think about it. If we do a 2,500 calorie or a little bit above that at one meal, you do that a couple times, you're there. But I guarantee you and I could crush some food. We got to do a little. We got to do it, bro. We're getting confetti cake. We got it. You and me, we're on that. We're on that, bro.
Hell yes.
I'm a sweets guy. I think that's my number one thing I struggle with is like I can't cut sweets like that. It's got to be in some kind of moderation.
Yeah.
Like
no, I agree. And back when I was a lot bigger than I am now, fatter, I would wake up, I'd have coffee in the morning. I'd have like coffee cake and then at night I'm snacking on stuff. But that's just my weakness. If it's in here, I'm going to eat it.
If it's in the house. Yep. Exactly. If and that's the thing, I've had to literally just not buy it. I was telling that to somebody the other day. I was like, I can't have like zero sugar Coke or anything that's like a substitute. It's all in or all out. There's no middle ground for me. You cannot substitute for me. I'm going to do it. The problem is though, I'll go like a certain amount of time, but I'm a binger. So like if I cut for a while and then I have something, it's over. I'm gonna binge the frick out of that.
Yep. No, I'm the same way.
I go crazy with that. What the heck's a cream puff? Is that the little puff things you get and they just explode like boba? I'm eating with you too. Heck yeah, bro. All right, let's finish up our tier list because I still got to show you what I got going on over here. Okay, Sonic. Where does Sonic rate for the boy?
Sonic would probably be B.
Oh, okay. Sonic's got a good burger.
And they do have good burgers.
What else do they have? They got good tater tots. They got good ice cream.
Fried cheese curds are good at Sonic. Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff.
They got some good stuff. All right. Where you got was Subway. This is the controversial one.
I love Subway. I'm a sucker for the ham sandwich.
Where are we going?
Let's do A.
He's got it on the A, baby. They're all going crazy because I said that the cream puff explodes in your mouth. It does explode in your mouth. You've ever had a cream puff? Have a cream puff and tells me it doesn't explode in your mouth. All right. This is PG-13. I kept it PG-13. All right. Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. That's a go-to, right? No.
I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm with you on this.
All right, we're on the same page then.
We are not that far off, brother.
Taco Bell's got to be A.
Okay, I likes this a lot. Did we already hit Wendy's or no? I swear on my life we started with Wendy's. No, where does Wendy's go to? Okay.
Wendy's, it's got to be A.
Got to be an A. How have we not had this conversation, bro? Okay, Whataburger. Have you had Whataburger?
I have had Whataburger. It's okay. I've only had it a couple times.
Yeah.
I would probably put it a C, probably.
People, this is the thing. I grew up in Texas, so it was definitely one of the things we had. It kind of is like a Sonic burger, but they're known for their ketchup. And they now, in stores they sell the ketchup by itself. You know, like everything is sold in the grocery store now because they want to make more money. So you can get everything that used to be secret sauces and stuff. I think if you don't have the ketchup with it, it really doesn't go as hard.
Okay.
I've had like, I don't know how many times I've had White Castle in my life, but a few times.
Brother, White Castle, those little sliders are the best. It's
Really?
gotta go. It's gotta go S.
Let's go. You're going S with the White Castle, baby. Dude, I freaking love it. All right, so let's look at this. You got Arby's. I got to talk to you about Arby's. Now, I think Arby's is good, but I only go, it's like a blue moon thing. And it's probably just because it's always a protein thing for me. I like the sandwiches. I like the stack sandwich. I don't get the French dip, but I like the sandwiches. But I'll show you where it goes for me. Burger King, I just don't ever go to. It's available and I never go to it. Other than that, and I've never really had White Castle, like I said, but other than that, you got a solid list, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna throw one more out there.
Okay, throw one more.
Wiener Schnitzel. Have you ever had it?
Yeah, I've had it. Yeah, for sure.
Where would you put it? Where would you put it?
Oh my gosh.
Because I'll tell you, after you tell me, I'll tell you.
Wiener Schnitzel. You know what? I've had better. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. If I'm being honest with you, I can't remember what it was like. So I have to go ahead and say, and I know it wasn't gross though. So you remember my mom's from Orange County. So when we would go to Disneyland, she would make us stop in where she grew up. So we went to all these places. There's a place called Delia's Grinders. That's a sandwich spot in somewhere deep in Orange County. And we'd like detour to it. And then she'd take me to Wiener Schnitzel. She took me to all these places that she grew up having in like high school and stuff like that. So I've had a bunch of stuff that she grew up on. So I know I've had it. But to be honest with you, I couldn't tell you because I don't remember it. And I'm a food guy. So it's definitely not something that's on my mind.
Have you ever had Tommy Burgers?
No.
That's SoCal too. Those are, oh my gosh.
Don't you miss the places that you grew up on?
Bro, I miss them.
You don't have a lot of options out there, though.
Yeah, there's not a lot of options, but every time I go to California, I make everybody go, we're going to stop at Tommy Burger. We're stopping at Wiener Schnitzel. I don't care. We're going to eat.
You're going to eat all day. Bro, that's how it was for us because this is what people don't understand. Back in my day, when I was a younger cat, okay, I'm 30, but when I was a younger cat, when I first moved out here, they had nothing out here still. We had Del Taco from California. Yeah. And then all the Texas stuff that I grew up on moved here. Okay. Oh yeah. Do you remember when you guys were talking to Melanie Gim and she said, remember that Wiener place, Schlotchke's? Remember that, that Wiener spot, Schlotchke's?
She gets confused.
Like Schlotchke's is a sandwich place. It's not freaking Wiener Schnitzel, bro. I cried laughing, dude. Schlotchke's is fire. I don't know if you ever had Schlotchke's sandwiches.
I have not, just maybe once or twice.
Yeah, so you have to get the original because there's the original Schlotchke's is in Austin, like the actual OG shop, and we used to go there all the time. And then it came out here, and then Rudy's barbecue came out here to Arizona. Yeah. Torchy's came out. If you haven't had Torchy's, I gotta take you to Torchy's.
No,
Torchy's. Oh my gosh, Torchy's is good, bro. They've got tacos. We get the Baja shrimp tacos, and they're spicy. Oh, man, they're fire. And they got good queso. The places I miss from Austin there was a Serrano's out there. It's not like the chain. I don't know what it is, but it's just there's a Serrano's here. I don't care for it. And then there's a place called Chewy's. And Chewy's is a Mexican restaurant. I'm a Tex-Mex. I grew up literally eating Tex-Mex almost every day. That and pizza. So those are my like go-tos for everything.
Can you do hot stuff like spicy?
I can now. Now, like, let me be very clear. Spicy is a very, very open word. Okay.
Yeah.
I can eat jalapeno. Like, I could not tolerate anything, but I don't know how to compare it to something. I'll say that I've had the hottest wings at Buffalo Wild Wings, and it was not that bad. So I would say that's as far as I can possibly compare anything. It was a ghost pepper wing or something like that that we did. And it wasn't that as bad as I thought it would be. It was painful, but it wasn't like deathly like I thought it would be.
The hottest wing I can have at Buffalo Wild Wings, you're gonna laugh. Everybody's gonna laugh because I can't do spicy. Is the Parmesan garlic.
Yeah.
That's
I get
it.
milds. Milds and sweet barbecue or honey barbecue are fire, bro. But even mild at Buffalo is hot. Let me see. Can you see my screen still? Okay, good. Let me see if I can find one with more options like this.
So you would rank those kind of similar to mine then?
Pretty similar, bro. We have almost the same list. I just don't rock with Burger King. I've had it so many times, and I can't rock with Arby's just because those are places I don't go with. But Subway's fire. You're pretty much hit on everything. Hey, look, here's your Little Caesars right here. I should have given you this one. Okay, let me give you mine real quick, and we can do yours on here too if we want to.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so if I'm going Arby's, oh man, you're not gonna like this. We got to start on a disagreement right off the bat. If I'm going Arby's, I'm going mid. Okay,
bro. What is that? Am I gay test?
That's not me, brother. I don't know. You want to find out? Take this test. I don't know, bro. This is an ad. It's not me. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Buffalo. My gay test. That's just their ad. I don't know. Okay. Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh man. See, look, Google Fiber now. Buffalo Wild Wings, bro. Oh man, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be easy money. I'll go A. I'll go A with Buffalo. Buffalo's good. Okay. Don't know what Baja Fresh is. If I had Baja Fresh, I don't know. You can go out here.
We'll agree to disagree on Arby's.
Yeah, Arby's is just for me. Like, it's not bad by any means. But, like, the amount of times I've gone to Arby's in my life is so minimal, it's not even funny. I can't tell you more than 30 times. If that. And that's my whole life. And I don't know what I've had these pretzels. They're nothing to me. Frick out of here. I agree. Baskin Robbins, that's going to go in the A tier. Bojangles. The hell is that?
I've never had that.
I'm not going to do that one. Burger King, bro, you're going to hate me. It's the bottom of the barrel for me. That's our only one we can't rock with. And the thing is, I'm not picky. So I'll go to Burger King. I'll eat. I'll enjoy it for what it is. But, like, I had it maybe, like, 4 months ago. And I got myself a burger. I got the girls' chicken fries. They love chicken fries. And I always am fair. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it another chance. And then for whatever reason, just the mayonnaise, all the stuff on it just was like, man, I just don't know why I don't rock with this.
Okay.
And I've tried it a lot of times. So I got to say. Boston Market, never had that. California Pizza Kitchen is so, I don't even know how many there are of California Pizza Kitchens. I used to go there in Austin. I'd say very mid. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Carl's Jr. is an S tier. Okay. And I'm going to tell you a story. Back in my day when I was a younger guy. Okay.
When you were a youngster.
Yeah. When I was 18, I was working at the gym and I worked in Utah and I was making $7.32 minimum wage. Okay. And I worked part-time because that's all they would give me. So I would try to take as many hours as I could. And I worked 4-hour shifts because they had us on such a wild schedule. I couldn't afford anything. Okay, nothing. I had no money. Carl's Jr. saved my freaking life, bro. They had the char burgers. They're called big burgers. And they got that with the onion and the pickle and the mustard ketchup, bro. And the char burger is fire. Yeah. Now, those big burgers are like $5. But 100%. Back in the day, oh my gosh, lifesaver. And I still, like, if I can choose, if I have like a bunch of places around me and I could be like, you know what, Carl's Jr. Big Burger will always hit. So I'm not always in the mood for it, but it will hit. Okay, Checkers and Rallies. I've been there a few times back when I lived in Kansas.
Never had it.
It's what is Checkers and Rallies? I don't even remember if it's sandwiches. I remember their fries, and I remember going there a lot. Checkers and Rallies has another chain thing that it has, and it's kind of like how Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are. I think they're called Checkers, and one is Checkers and Rallies, because I think there's a Checkers by itself and a Rallies by itself, and then they have a combination, I think. I don't know. Okay. Nothing crazy. Chick-fil-A. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story. So when I started dating Kelsey, I introduced her to Chick-fil-A back in 2017, and she had never had it. And she became so obsessed with it that she binged it for the next 7 years. So Chick-fil-A is good, but boy, do I hate it right now. Like just the thought of Chick-fil-A.
Just because you ate it so much?
Yeah, like it's ruined. But if I'm being unbiased by taste, it's an A. It's an A. But I don't ever want it ever. Now Chipotle is really complicated for me. We've been together, we've broken up. Chipotle used to be so good every time, but the quality in the last 3 years has been down so bad, especially in Arizona. I had a guy, I'll never forget this. He must have been maybe like 15, okay? And this is just, if you're listening, brother, frick you for rolling my burrito like this, okay? You know that sometimes they just kind of, okay, they do a little bit of this. So I always get a chicken burrito. I get white rice, pinto beans, guac, cheese, and tomato salsa. That's my order. This dude, I'm watching him, grabs my burrito, and he's trying to roll it up fast. He just balls it, tries to get, and he just wraps the foil around the ball. And I almost picked it up and threw it at him because I'm like, there's no shot you think that is okay. There's no way. Because when I open
maybe he was a newbie.
I don't give a frick. I'll wrap that thing up, bro. I'll take my time out the day to wrap it because there's no shot you thought that because what he did, I watched him do it. And I can feel for him because I've been new at jobs. I get it. Okay, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I will say that to wrap it like that with the foil to make sure it doesn't fall out because you know it's going to fall out, get out of here. They've been going down in quality. So this is a call to Chipotle, get better. But as far as actual taste, when it's top tier, I gotta give it a B. I'll give it a B. Okay. Chuck E. Cheese is an F. What the hell are we talking about here? Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, I just went to Chuck E. Cheese with the kids, and the pizza was not good. Not good. Okay. Not gonna happen. Church's Chicken. Wow, I haven't had that in a long time. Church's Chicken. I'll give that a D. It's not like a Popeyes or something like that. Cinnabon. Oh, we'll put that in the A's. Cinnabon's fire. Cold Stone Creamery is a B. What the frick is that? Dairy Queen's, all things considered, it's an E. Yeah, I don't go there ever. And then if you get the ice cream, that's really what's saving it there. Del Taco. Wow, Del Taco and I haven't been together in a long time. Because burritos and fries just don't really go together, do they?
No. And
they just don't go.
Yeah, no.
And there's like, there's been a couple times where I went to Del Taco and it was really good. Like just genuinely was good. But like 90% of the time it's wet and just down and dirty. Del Taco's just got it dirty. Okay? I feel like they do you dirty. They're greasy, but I like it too. I'll give it a C. Nothing special. But if I'm going to give Del Taco a C, then I gotta pull Checkers down. I got to do that. And I'm going to pull California Pizza. Yeah, they're not going on the C's. I'm starting to really understand. Domino's, we agree. That's the F. If you have to do pizza, I feel like Domino's is the lowest of the low. Sorry to all my Domino's people. Dunkin' Donuts is an E. I don't drink coffee, and I don't really care for their donuts. So what am I going to go to Dunkin' Donuts for? Five Guys, I think, is really good.
Five Guys is good.
It's just a good quality, so I'll give it a B. Hardee's is pretty much the same as Carl's Jr., but we'll give it an A because I've never really been there. In-N-Out's an S.
Attaboy, yep.
Jack in the Box. I like Jack in the Box, so I'm going to throw it on A, and I'll tell you why. I never grew up on Jack in the Box, right? Lori and I and our family always ate out, but we never had Jack in the Box. When I actually started eating Jack in the Box, I really like it. There's like 4 different things I'll get there. They usually have like good fries. They just don't miss. I got to be honest with you. I never thought I'd say it, but over the last 10 years, I've become a Jack in the Box guy.
And maybe my experience with Jack in the Box wasn't the best, but
yeah,
like their tacos are really greasy.
They're really wet. Yeah, for sure. But there's a couple really good things there, and I feel like if I'm in a place and it's got a few options and there's a Jack in the Box, or like even if there's a Jack in the Box in a McDonald's, I might go to Jack in the Box. But the thing is, Jack in the Box has the worst prices I've ever seen now. Like, I don't think I've never seen their stuff's like $16 baseline.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With tax. And so I'm like, dude, this is not okay. You're not charging me that much for this. Okay, I've never had Elevation Burger. I don't even know what that is.
Me either.
Jimmy John's, I had a bad experience with. It's going down here. It's going on the E. It's got the waxy bread. Frick out of here. KFC's good. I don't love you. I don't love KFC. We'll go mid. Because their bowls are good. You know how like they've kind of upgraded over time, each one of these places? Mm-hmm. I'll give KFC a chance. Krispy Kreme, shut up and get up here. A good Krispy Kreme with a red light is an S tier without a doubt. Long John Silver's, bro. Long John Silver. First of all, what is this? Who is this? Where'd it go? Here it is. Whoa. Colby with this, it's really wet. A good donut's got to be wet, baby. What are we talking about here? You guys got your minds in the gutter. A good donut's always wet.
Oh, yeah, I better not comment on that one. I'll get myself in trouble.
People have got their minds in the gutter, bro. Frick out of here. All right. Okay, so you're going to hate me. Little Caesars is going to the D. Okay, and here's why. I love their breadsticks, okay, but their pizza is, I've only had one time where I was like, this is really good. Go Little Caesars. But every other time, it's very, very normal. And we've had it a lot, by the way. We've done so many big family parties, like the girls' parties and stuff, where we've got Little Caesars as the main pizza. And it's just always very similar. I mean, it's just always the same. But Little Caesars has the best. You know what? I can honestly say I don't think I've had the thin crust. I got to try it now.
Yeah, try that one. I think you'll like that one.
Because I've tried
that's
all
the only thing I get at Little Caesars is thin crust.
Do you dip it in anything, or are you just rocking with it dry?
No, I fold it in half, man, and I go to town.
Man, we are the same, brother. Freaking put that thing, get it. One shot, brother. Okay, Long John Silver's. I'm going to go ahead and say that's an A for me. I grew up on Long John, and the L3s with the chicken where there's the fish and the vinegar and it goes hard. It goes hard. This is where I'm going to struggle, bro. McDonald's. It's got to be it's top, but I don't know if I can give it S. But McDonald's is like that loyal one, you know? I'll give you an A. I feel bad because this one I feel like you have more options. I didn't feel like I gave you as many options.
I'm still pretty much right with you.
Panda Express is very mid for me. I like Panda, but it's not something I'm going to go out of my way for. It's a once in a while thing. Papa John's, you can go down to the F tier, and that's F stands for you know what. It stands for FU, Papa John's. Your freaking blown out crust. It's puffy as hell. Comes with a bubble in the middle. Get out of here. Panera Bread. I really like Panera Bread, so I'm going to throw that on my B. Panera Bread goes crazy every once in a while. El Pollo Loco. That's going to be a C. No, I like it better than Panda for sure. Pizza Hut. This is where we differ. I really like Pizza Hut.
Oh,
I love it, dude. You ever had the pan Pizza Hut with ranch? Oh my gosh, it's like something else.
It used to be good. It's one of those chains that have kind of gone downhill. Back when Pizza Hut had the video games and the salad bar in the middle, and it was like a family place to go. I love that.
Well, so in Kansas, it was like that. When I was in college, it had the salad bar, and me and my cousin would go eat, and it was so good, bro. And they'd have the buffets, and everything on the buffet was good. It's like, bro, I feel like that's what I'm holding on to. But I agree with you. A lot of this stuff on this list has gone down in overall. Like Chipotle has been the worst for the last 3 years here. And I've ordered for different ones. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what kind of stuff you guys went on. And we're on rations now where I see them and they pick up that ladle and they take that rice and they shake that crap and it's all gone. I said, frick you.
You're running out of rice. Yeah.
Right. But then if I'm at Rio, they do the same thing. And Rio, I'll say, hey, can Can I get a little more? Extra rice? I said, don't freaking charge me extra rice. Put a damn regular scoop in that thing. You're not going to charge me extra. You put a regular scoop in there, bro. It's so crazy. Like I get the big salad and they just like shake it first and then dump in like 5 grains. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm not paying for extra. Jerk.
I don't blame
Get
you.
out here. Okay. I don't know what this is. Popeyes. Popeyes is always good. Popeyes is always good. You can't go wrong with Popeyes. If I'm going to get chicken, like a bucket of chicken, I'm going to Popeyes, bro.
Yeah.
The biscuits, everything. Quiznos, I haven't had since I was like 10. You can go away. Sbarro's, don't care about you. Shake Shack. Have you had Shake Shack?
Shake Shack, I do like Shake Shack.
Yeah, but they're pricks. You know why? They're the same ones trying to get you to charge for the burger, then get your fry, then get your drink.
Yeah. There's
but they're good. I'll give them a B. Starbucks. I'm not a coffee guy. I'm gonna go in there and get extra caramel, but I'm not gonna go there I'm not gonna go there by myself. I'm not gonna go to Starbucks by myself. No disrespect to anybody, but they got good cake pops. They got a good coffee cake.
I won't give Starbucks any money because they're anti-police.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They refuse to serve cops. So, yeah, Starbucks, I always give them an F.
Yeah, I gave him an F. Frick that. That's what it stands for. F-U. Sonic is so middle ground for me. Because, like, I think of their whole menu. If I'm going to Sonic, I'm getting a Coney or I'm getting a slushie or I'm getting a burger. But outside of that, I'm not really rocking with them. It's like once in a while. Exactly. This is a great point. When did we get to the point where coffee is like $8 to $10 for a freaking cup?
That's why I would rather have gas station coffee over anything.
I agree. Because what's the point? What's the freaking point of that? All right, Subway. Oh, man. A good Subway, though, goes crazy, brother. I'll give it a B.
Okay.
I'll give it a B. Because I used to always just get meatball subs. But then I started really trying different things, like doing it my own way. And every once in a while, I'm like, I got to go to Subway and make my sandwich, bro. It sounds so good. Taco Bell, that's an A. I just had Taco Bell the other day. Oh, I didn't even know Portillo's was on here. We'll get there. Wendy's is a B. I used to really love Wendy's. It used to be a top one. They've gone down a lot. But I do like almost everything at Wendy's. Whataburger, very... Yeah, it's a C.
That's mid, yeah.
Never even had White Castle that I can remember.
Bro, you've got to try it.
It's legendary, I know that, but it's not there. White Castle, we'll throw it at the lower. Portillo's is an S. If you have not 100%. Had a Portillo's sandwich, bro, oh my gosh. And you get some fries with some freaking cheese sauce, it's over. It's over.
They started in Chicago, actually, down in
I can tell.
Illinois. But there's a Portillo's out in Orange County down by Knott's Berry Farm, kind of.
Yeah?
That's pretty good, yeah.
Dude, we're just over there, and when I'm in different places, I want the food. You know what's crazy? When I went on my mission, I told you I was in not Boise. We landed in Boise. Where the frick did I go?
On your mission? Nampa?
Yeah. Nampa, that's it. So I was in Nampa, and I had what's it called? Blimpies. I tried that. There's a couple other places that I never had before. And I liked Blimpies. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Blimpies isn't too bad. I still like Jersey Mike's or Subway.
Yeah, me too. But you have no options. Like even in Idaho Falls, bro, there's just not a lot.
Yeah, they're actually getting quite a bit down there.
Are they?
Yeah,
that's
which is good. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, here's the question then. Do you like Mod? You know what Mod Pizza is, right? Because you guys have Mod. Yep. What's that? There's Blaze and there's Mod. Are you going Blaze or Mod?
Probably Mod.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Mod goes crazy because I don't think I had Blaze out there in Idaho.
Yeah, they have both.
The first time I had it.
Blaze and Mod both. Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure LeBron freaking is in that is like the one that like expanded that or became a big partner of it. Because that's how I even knew what it was. I was like, oh, it's like a pizza place where you make your own pizza. It's such a good idea. There should be a place where you make your own burger. There should be lots of different places where you can customize and just let you throw it on there.
Wait, LeBron's part of what? Blaze or
Blaze?
Okay, so I
Blaze.
do like Blaze.
Yeah, because I remember when he like first. I don't even remember how I remember this, but he did like a big ad where he like entered, like he pretended to just work there, and people didn't even know it was him. Like, you don't know a freaking 6'9", most like the most recognizable basketball player there is, dude, in his prime, and people are like, "You look familiar." He's like, "Yeah, I'm working today. I'm new." He's just like making people's pizzas. I'm like, dude, he's 6'9". You cannot miss this dude. And somebody's like, "You look like Dwayne Wade." He's like, "Yeah, I get that a lot. I look like Dwayne." Oh my gosh. Here we go. Let's read this right here. Just got here, and so far we've got "It's really wet. Do you dip it or just rock with it dry?" And my favorite cop talking about "I just eat it." This is my favorite place. I love it. I'm telling you right now, Ray needs to be on every friggin' show, man. You need to be on every show. We need
Hell
this.
yeah, put me on.
We need this. We need
Okay,
that
so what
alley
about
bonus.
what do you have left?
I've got Bojangles, which I've heard of, never had.
Either.
Never had it. I've never had Boston Market. I don't know what this is. Cookout. I've never had Elevation Burger. I don't know what this says. Nanas. And I don't know what that is either. I can't see it.
Is that Adobe?
It might be. Or Qdoba. I don't know. But Qdoba, I don't know if you ever had Qdoba.
Nope.
So Qdoba is like, it's like Chipotle burritos, but they have like a really good queso. And so I used to go there in Kansas, but let me see. Is there any other places where I give you more options?
So there's a comment from Heidi Graham. Papa Tom's in Idaho Falls. That's a good pizza place.
I've never had that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
You know where we went every freaking time? We went to two places out in Rexburg and in Idaho Falls. Johnny Carino's is good. I grew up on Johnny Carino's. Actually, you know what? It was not good when I went the last time, but I grew up on it. And then what was the other one out there? There's Red Rabbit Grill, which is really good, bro. I like Red Rabbit Grill.
Red Rabbit.
And
was it in Rexburg or are you talking Idaho Falls?
This was in Rexburg. And then the other place we always went to, because it was always open on Sunday, is the one by the hotel, right across from it.
Frescas.
We went there constantly because it was always open. And every Sunday, if we wanted to go eat, that was like the only spot you could go in and eat. Unless you wanted to go to Idaho Falls.
Yeah, Frescas is good.
It's good. It's actually really good. Let me see if there's any on here that we missed. Here, there's Blimpies right there. All right, let's do both of us on here. We'll go through it real quick. And then I got a couple questions for us because I had some of the members ask questions. Is there anything we missed on here? Torchies, bro. You haven't had Torchies?
I've never had Torchies yet.
Have you had Waffle House? I've never had
Waffle House.
Where does that rank for you?
Waffle House would probably be a B.
Okay. I'm going to put it up there. I've never had it, so I'll rock with you on that one. I'll trust you. What in the hell? It didn't go for me. Why don't you get out of here and let me just... Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to do that. Oh, okay. It gives you a percentage. What have we missed? We pretty much did all this. I've never had some of these. I've never had Roy Rogers. I've never had Potbelly. What about have you been to Culver's?
Culver's is good.
Culver's is good. I like Culver's. I'll take Culver's over Freddy's. Have you had Freddy's? It's pretty much the same thing.
I've had Freddy's. Rexburg is getting a Culver's in a couple months.
So Freddy's has like the little tiny fries and the burger, but they have the same kind of burger as that thin patty.
Yeah.
That's like signature to it. Have you had Taco Cabana?
I've never had Taco Cabana. Here's the thing that drives me nuts with Freddy's is trying to eat the French fries.
Yeah.
Because you have to grab a handful and dip it in that little fry sauce or ketchup or whatever it is.
Yeah, you need 17 of them to get in there. Yeah, I don't like that either. I think that's ridiculous. I haven't even had Freddy's. I can tell you honestly, I haven't had Freddy's in years. That's how much I don't care for it. And Culver's you know what it is? Honestly, it's just everything's so overpriced at some of these places to where you're like spending $25 by yourself. Because when I was working with my old job, we'd go out to eat most of the time because we were on job sites. And I would go to these places and I'd just buy food for me. It's like $25. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I know.
I'm not
I
paying.
don't know how anybody can afford to take anybody on dates anymore because it's so freaking expensive.
Well, they make the gal split with it. Okay, I do have a question for you. In any circumstance, should you go on a date with someone? Should you split the bill at the end, or should the men pay?
That's
and
easy.
You tell me whatever you want.
Men have to pay.
Thank you.
I don't understand why. If you go on a date, it's the guy's responsibility to pay 100%.
Okay.
Now, if you're dating for a while and the girl's like, "Hey, I'll get this,"
yeah,
that's acceptable, right? Like
that's
if
fine.
she wants to pitch in, great. But if you're dating somebody, guys pay 100%.
Exactly. If that's what I'm saying, you're courting someone and you're gonna ask them to go out on a date with you, 100% the dude should pay, because that's the whole. In my opinion, that's the whole point. You're trying to see if you can hit it off, but it's like you should take the girl out. It shouldn't be the other way around, where it's like, hey, we splitting this one. Get the the little kiosk and it says split bill. Homie's over there. Okay, now your turn.
He needs to be punched in the mouth if that's the case.
But to be fair, only thing I understand is just the fact, like you said, like let's say you take a girl out, and you go to somewhere and you get a couple drinks and you eat at a decent. Let's say you go to Cheesecake Factory, all right, and you get that bill. That thing's gonna be freaking $150. You know what I mean? Like, it's expensive. Yeah. So I don't agree with it. I would just say, hey, don't go there. Don't go to Cheesecake.
Yeah.
No, but
no, guys are paying.
I think I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree. Okay. Have you ever had Sheets or Skyline? I've never had any of this stuff. I wonder if other people in the chat have had this stuff. Whataburger. What the hell is Wawa? Wait, you can't see my... What? It froze for you. No wonder you can't see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was trying to look.
What in the heck? Hold on, let me re-share it. You can't even see it because it froze. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Grease won by far.
Ray, don't say that. It's Grease too, and it's not even a question. Okay. Long John, we've been through. You can see it now, right? This bottom list. Okay. I don't know what Wawa is. Taco Cabana's from Texas. You've never had that, but it's fire.
Bro, what about A&W?
So I've only had A&W a handful of times. We have some in our Walmarts and stuff like that around here. It's the only place they have it. I haven't had it enough. I've had their hot dogs, and I just don't remember. And A&W, as far as root beer goes, is fire. Yeah. But as far as their hot dogs, I just don't know. What about Firehouse subs?
Firehouse is pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, really good. I would definitely put that in. Like, probably, to me personally, I would take Firehouse subs, as far as chains go, at the top of my list. Everything I've had from Firehouse is good as far as subs go. Besides Portillo's, but that doesn't really count as like a sub spot. Okay, last, I don't see anything we haven't covered on here. I went to Jollibee once, and it was not my favorite thing. You ever had that?
Jollibee?
Yeah, Jollibee right here. It's like I don't even know what kind of food it is, to be honest with you. I don't remember, but I was really excited because I'd never been there, and it just opened up. And when we went over there, it was not. I did not like it, but I'd give it another shot. Other than that, I think we went through everything. What about IHOP versus Denny's?
IHOP.
Yeah, I think IHOP too.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone said, "What about Taco Time?" Taco Time's good, bro.
Taco Time is good.
I like Taco Time.
Actually,
I like Taco Time. That was like, or I had it the most was in Idaho for sure. Yeah, dude, I don't know how you guys freaking get through the winters. I don't know how you do it.
Bro, it's miserable.
It's just next level. Like, to have to fight that hard to go outside? No, thank you.
I will say this last winter, we didn't get any snow.
That's crazy.
0 snow. And I've never seen a winter like it, but it was awesome not having snow on the ground.
They're global warming you. They're shooting lasers in the sky.
Yep.
And they're warming you up.
Exactly.
Because that's
Bring it on. I'm okay with it.
I'll take it.
If I'm not shoveling snow, I'm okay with it.
I'm telling you, like, if people don't know, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do, but like when I was in Kansas, it was mostly icy. It wasn't snowy like that. It was just freezing and ice. And in Utah, same thing. But I've lived mostly in Texas, Arizona, and Hawaii for the longest periods of time, which have no snow at all. When we moved to Idaho, it was literally like lips of snow to the point where you can't get out of the garage. You have to go and preset and work through it. There's just days I said, frick this. I'm not even going to go outside. Like, it's just not even worth it. So it's next
Brother,
level.
I remember the winter you were here, and that was a bad winter.
It was bad, dude.
It
Like,
was bad.
I remember like going out, turning the car on, opening the garage, and then it was the lip up against the garage was so high. And if the sun came out or anything like that, you know how it is. Like, it literally turned straight to ice. So you got to go out there and work on it. And then when you stop and go in, you got to do the same thing. You got to work the car out. It might have ice on the windshield. I was like, dude, this is crazy work. And I got to wear 15 layers of clothes because I'm freezing.
Do you remember running into me at Walmart?
When we lived
I was
there?
thinking about this the other day. You were walking out. I was patrolling through the parking lot. You had just moved up here.
It was when we moved there? I swear I thought that was when we were just visiting when I saw you.
No, you had just moved, and I stopped.
And you were in the car, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I vaguely remember
talked about the winter just vaguely.
Yeah. And my big butt was walking out of that. In my big old jacket. I remember back then, bro, that was when I was at my heaviest ever. And I had a jacket that I got because it was the only snow jacket that had like the insulation where I didn't have to wear multiple layers. Like, I could put my gym tank on and then zip that up. But it was so short that if I even did this, my tummy was going to pop out. So I was like embarrassed to go anywhere with that freaking thing, bro. But you know what blew my mind is when we lived there, you realize how close everything was. So like to go to the dunes and sled, we had to pass Chat. It takes you down the road past Chat's house.
Yep.
So I was like, this is weird, dude. Like, because I already knew what that road was. Like, right when you're over by the Walmart and you cross that bridge, it's like this dark music starts. And then when we'd go anywhere else in the middle of town, you pass the jail, and she was in there. Lori was in there the whole time. So it was just weird because I was like, I don't know. When we moved up there, I just felt like I wanted a community, you know, like I felt like I just wanted to like actually have people. Like, I always thought in my mind I'd have that suburban dream where you wake up and you're like, hey, Jane, how are you? How are the kids? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought it was. But it was just sad because we're not LDS. And so I think that when we told people that, it just turned them off. And that was the first time I ever noticed. I mean, I never had that happen to me where I was like, really? Like, I grew up the only LDS kid in Texas. Like, there was no other LDS kids. Everybody in Texas is either Christian or Catholic or Baptist or whatever the case is. Like, nobody was LDS. And so to just like to have it like be a big deal, I was like, what the frick is this? But we had fun up there. I just don't think we really put ourselves out. But it was winter. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know how to have a relationship with anybody. Because I was like, can we ever just hang out? Or like, you know what I mean? So I think it was just bad timing too.
Yeah, and I think it was right in the middle of everything, and everybody knew who you were.
Yeah.
And so, you need to come out here, experience it different, and I think maybe you'll have a different mentality of it. But I 100% agree with you.
It was beautiful though. We went up to there's that place in the mountains that's that restaurant, and we ended up seeing Ron up there.
Oh, High C.
Yes, dude. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was like, is this real life?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a place I was like, yeah. And that was right after it was like not super snowy. So you could really see. And I was like, dude, this place is freaking beautiful. Yeah, and then we were driving around and you had the water coming down. And then we'd go to Idaho Falls, and there's a freaking eagle's nest up on the train track. And so you'd see this eagle coming through. I'm like, dude, it's just so crazy to actually be in that. Because like for me, like I said, growing up in the green in Texas, coming out here to Arizona, you're like, what the frick is this? It's just dead. It's nothing like it is now. People don't know that. Like even just back in 2010, Arizona.
Yeah, that place has grown a lot.
Oh, dude, it's popping. But back when we moved here as farmland, there was nobody out here. Everybody had freaking foil on their stuff. It was breaking bad out here. Do you know that we were like the meth capital when we moved here?
There's a lot of meth in Phoenix and that.
Oh, for sure. And we had it out in Apache Junction and in Queen Creek and those areas because the houses were so big and so cheap, and now it's the absolute opposite. It is so expensive to live out here. I think we're the second highest or third highest in the country right now.
That's
besides
crazy.
California.
I wonder why, because it's too hot in the summertime.
Well, so everybody moved from California, right? There's that big migration of like
Right.
spreading out from Cali to Washington and then to Utah, like all the close states, right? Nevada, all that stuff. A lot of people came here because so many businesses moved here too. And after like 2020, when all that happened and people were leaving California to go to like Tennessee or like Texas or here, this just became such a hotspot. And I'll say I like it because we're still close to everything, right? We're still close to Cali. Like, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot in Arizona. But yeah, after everybody moved here, I think everybody saw, hey, there's a lot of people here. We can jack these prices up and they're going to pay it.
Oh, for
and
sure.
They started building really nice houses, but then they started getting the infrastructure with it, right? So like all of a sudden now we're building more new houses everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's apartment buildings. Every little square foot has been filled with land. Like when they built an entire complex against a mall parking lot. An entire apartment is in the parking lot of the mall. I'm like, damn, we really need a break.
We're gonna run out of room pretty quick.
Yeah, and I'm saying like, how do we have the resources for this to all live in the spot? And then you get the traffic now and the construction, and it's just like, that's the one thing that really appeals to me about Rexburg is the fact that you don't have that feeling of being stuck in a big, huge city with all these people. But then you have all the benefits of all the stuff to go do. So I don't know.
That's why I like the Boise area.
Yeah.
Because you can drive 15 minutes, you're out to the country.
Yeah.
But you have the bigger city, not the huge city, but the bigger city life downtown.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to have options. Like I'd like to be outside the city just enough to where you could still have some normalcy. Because like I don't want to be out in the boonies. That's just not really for me. Because like I don't want to be too far away. But also I do want some space.
Yep.
You don't want to be freaking stuck like this. It's bad. Okay, I got a couple questions for us. You ready?
I'm ready. Shoot.
This is from the members, okay?
Okay.
So which one of the routine or habit was it the most important for you to become who you are today?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a really good question. That's a deep question.
Say it one more time.
Okay, so which one routine or habit is the most important for you to become who you are today?
I would probably say discipline. And that's, it had to do with the gym. It has to do with your personal life. It has to do with your work life. So when I grew up, my dad was he wasn't rough on us, but he was a man of discipline. Back in the day, you know how the old dudes were, right?
Yeah.
Like
totally different time.
Yeah. You did what you were told to do. You didn't ask why.
Right.
The reason I told you to do it is because I said do it.
Right.
So that's how I grew up. And that kind of stuck with me throughout my life. So I would say being able to be disciplined was the biggest factor for me. And it's helped me excel in my job and personal life for sure.
Yeah, dude. I think discipline is now a lost art.
Yeah.
I think I think that people have lost the fact that because like the new gentle parenting kind of movement and idea. And it's like, I think it's misunderstood of what that means, because being still stern and still loving, but stern and corrective versus like people think soft or like gentle parenting is like you don't do any discipline. You never say no. I think that's the wrong way to do it. But a lot of people take it that way where they think you don't tell your kid no. And I'm not here to debate parenting, but I think your parents do need to help you understand what it's like to discipline yourself, meaning they have to teach you that discipline. But there's obviously a balance of everything. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yep.
But it's a lost art.
I think too, a lot of parents today want to be their child's friend as opposed to a parent. And like you said, there's a happy medium. You can still be somebody who disciplines their kids and have them still trust you enough to come up to you and talk to you when something goes wrong or if they have a question. And the other thing too that I grew up doing, and a lot of kids don't now, are every Saturday morning we had chores.
Yeah.
We had chores around the house, and it kind of teaches you that work ethic and responsibility, and I think that's kind of a lost art too. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a tough world. I would hate to have little kids in today's world
Yeah.
with cell phones and the instant
Agreed.
gratification, and
Agreed.
it's hard to raise kids in today's society.
It is, dude. Yeah, and I'll tell you two things. One, I grew up with my mom treating me like my best friend, and that effed me up in a disciplinary way. So I had to learn how to be disciplined in my later life, like without her completely. So that was a smack in the face, and that's what you don't want for your kids. For me, my fear comes from my kids, and you and I have talked about this, is like the world that they're going to face in the next 20 years as they get older is so drastically different than even what we see today. But like, I didn't have the technology issues. I didn't have that. It's not as safe to go outside anymore. Like it really is, like people always say, it's such a different time, but it's drastically different than I feel like it was even when I was outside playing. Like it's just different. And sleepovers and all of those things are just not the same anymore. Like there's just too much knowledge, which is good, but it just makes you think more. And so it's hard to have little kids. But I'm of the mind that like my whole goal is to teach them how. And I'm the 180 of Lori. Like I love my kids, but they know we're not best friends, and it's because I want them to know I am your parent first, and I can still give you all that love and support. But no, we are not best friends, and we are not equal playing field. I'm your dad, and there's like a love and a respect to that position. But it's also, I'm going to love you, but I'm also going to teach you, because I want you to grow up with the exact opposite of what I grew up. I want you to know how to regulate your emotions. I want you to ask questions. I want you to learn how to function. I want you to walk out of this house knowing how to do your laundry, pay your bills, do your taxes, do everything. I want to teach you that. So I literally got none of that. And I love my parents for what they did for me, but they taught me jack nothing. And I really mean that. I think I can honestly say I was taught how to drive, but that is like the number one skill I can think of. But I didn't know how to do laundry. I didn't know how to cook or clean properly, or honestly, like do anything, pay bills the right way, manage money, anything. So that's the last thing I want. But discipline is so integral to you being a human being. You need discipline, and I feel like the gym is a beautiful thing. It teaches you how to be disciplined, self-discipline.
Yeah, it does, and it takes away the instant gratification too, right?
Yep.
Because you're working towards a goal, and that goal is 10 years out or 15 years out.
Yeah.
And it teaches you the patience, and it teaches you habit, and it just like we've talked about 100 times, the mental health side of it. It teaches you an outlet. And the gym isn't for everybody, right? But everybody has to have an outlet, and they have to be able to express themselves and just that's what's worked for me.
Oh, dude, but you know what's sad? We're in that time, like I said, where kids can get SARMs. 16-year-olds want to get big, and so they say, F this, I'm going to jump on DECA and SARMs, and they stack stuff because it's so much more available than ever. And so I'm seeing on Instagram, in little interviews where someone goes, hey, how old are you? He goes, I just turned 16. And he's like, I'm on DECA, SARMs, I'm on TRT. I'm like, you're 16 flat, dude. You're ruining your life. And I think that's the problem we have, is like you just said, instant gratification is the world. It's get it as fast as it comes. Overnight ship everything to me, get everything to my door. You ever seen the movie WALL-E? The robot
cartoon, right? Yeah.
And the dude, and everybody's in their chair and they're floating and they're watching the TV screen and they don't have to lift a finger.
Yep.
That is the type of crap we're on right now. We are on the
I don't envy parents with little kids in today's world. It's going to be tough, and the world we grew up in doesn't exist anymore, and that's the sad part. You go to people and you ask them advice about, because parenting, you learn as you go.
Yep.
And you have these examples in your life, whether they're good or bad.
Yep.
And you try to take what's good and leave what's bad, but those things that you grew up with in the world you grew up in doesn't exist. And so parenting you learn as you go and you make mistakes. But I think if you're open with your kids and you admit your faults, you apologize when you mess up, because parents mess up, they're gonna respect you and they're gonna come to you. And I think that's the biggest thing, is the open communication with kids.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing is like you just made the key. It's like there's just a balance to all that stuff because like you want to be not their best friend, but you also can say, hey, yeah, I'm sorry that, this went this way and I can do better, this and that. That's such a big deal. But even before, that parents did not apologize at all. It's like you
No.
do what I say 24/7 and
Yep.
you get out of line, it's pop. You're getting popped. And
Yep.
so, it's different. But I think that's the mixture we need. And I think we went a little too hard. And this is my personal opinion, but I think I went a little too hard and misunderstandingly to the gentle side where it's like you never discipline, you never do this stuff. I'm like, okay, but then I'm telling you, even if you don't have any conflicts with your kids, they are going to get screwed in the real world when they wake up to that life and they go out and their boss can't just make them feel good all the time. It's like it's all about the feelings and making them not have like hurt feelings. But like I'd rather prepare my children and not in a well, let me hurt their feelings, but prepare them mentally and discipline wise to go into the world so that way they don't get shocked. Like I've never had someone tell me no. Yeah,
Yep.
no, I told you no a lot. You're not having Cheerios with ketchup and ice cream in 15 minutes worth of each other. So that way you can, make that. I mean, I got to tell you no. I'm sorry. It's not
Yeah.
happening. So I don't know. It bothers me though cuz it's like you said, we're just in a different time. And like you have social media, you have people trying to get attention from inside their house. There's not even as much friend groups anymore because you can do everything online and you can make yourself look however you want. So
Yep.
I think that's the problem.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay, question for you. What made you want to go into law enforcement? And then second question is, if there's time, have you always been with Rexburg or did your career begin in another state?
So I've said this before, and I'm going to date myself, but there was a show called Chips,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the motorcycle cops and California Highway Patrol. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up watching that, and so I was so curious, and I loved that show, and I love Ponch and John Baker. Like it was just it was like it fantasized police work to me. And then I would, see LAPD in our neighborhood. They're driving around with the black and whites, and
Yeah.
every time I would see them, I would just, I was on my bike, I'd just sit there and stare at them, right?
Yeah.
Because you see the shows and you see those guys in real life, and then you see how they help people, and it was always something that I wanted to be ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
So that's what I set my goals to, and lucky for me, I was able to achieve that goal, and it's been an awesome experience. I wouldn't give it up for the world. It's been tough a lot of times, and a lot of
Yeah.
times I would come home and be like, what, I don't know if this is for me,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's so mentally taxing.
Yeah.
But when you see little kids and they come up to you and they're like, "Hey, can I sit in your car? Will you give me a sticker?" That's what makes everything worth it.
I love that,
And
dude.
yeah, so it was Chips, and then I've always been with Rexburg. So I've been with Rexburg 25 years, going on 26 years.
It's amazing, dude.
So yeah, I got almost under 4 years before I can go, and then I'm gonna start a new chapter.
It's OG, man. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think you made a great point. I don't think I try to always say this on this channel constantly. Anytime cops come up, I'm like, I just don't think you understand the array of situations you see. I just can't even imagine because like I know everybody works hard. That's like firefighters and MTs and doctors and nurses, but cops just have such a wild array of situations to respond to, and it's just so I can't imagine the adrenaline and the emotional roller coaster you go on from like, going from an argument to a body to this, in one day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just the situations you have to deal with on a consistent basis. And so thank you for your service, brother. Seriously,
I
because
appreciate it, man.
I
It,
know you've done for my family, but I mean, just in general, like it's just amazing. So thank you for that.
it's an interesting career, and we need good cops,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And it's one of those jobs where you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
And you actually get, I've heard somebody say this, so I can't take credit for it, but you get a front row seat to God and the devil battling it out daily.
Wow.
And when they say that, it kind of puts it in perspective, because you see the worst of people and you see the best of people.
Yeah.
And so it's a circus out there. But yeah, man, we need good cops, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I love it, dude. It's amazing. Did you always work in Rexburg, or did you start somewhere else?
No, I've always been here. I started when I was 21, almost 22. Yeah, and I've been here ever since.
Do you miss Cali? That's my question.
I do miss Cali. I miss everything about Cali except the crime rate and it being too crowded.
Yeah.
So I love California. I got family down there. We go down every year almost.
Yeah.
I love the weather. Bro, if I could live in Cali and retire, I would. It's just so freaking expensive. There's no way.
It's not worth it. That's
crazy,
the worst part.
Crazy expensive.
It's just not worth it. Do you know that Miss Hermosillo is mad at us both for our Five Guys ranking? She wanted that to be very clear. She's pissed at us. Listen, Miss Hermosillo, okay? We can go to Five Guys, but am I going to pick it over these other places? No, we can't do it.
Yeah, she has a little bit of different taste than I do. So she does all of Five Guys potatoes. Okay. So all their French fries comes from her family's farm.
Oh, there you go.
That's why she loves Five Guys so much.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with the food. I mean, she likes
It's got nothing to do with that. Okay, hold on. If she's still in the chat, can she confirm this Alley donut story, please? Can we have that confirmation? Because there's nothing better than that. That's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, she can confirm it. It's happened more than once.
Meet me in the alley. I'll see you. I'll see you in 5. I want a white sprinkled donut.
It looked probably to other people like a dope deal. She's giving me a brown paper bag full of donuts instead of dough.
Yeah. Right, and the window just comes down enough, and she does a drop. She just drops it and walks. Don't even say anything.
You
just yell out. See Oh my gosh, dude. I freaking love it. Okay, let me see if I can find one more for us. I've loved having you on here, bro. This is the best.
It's been fun, man.
Okay, this is a very important question, apparently. Okay. She's wanted Ray to answer this for a long time. Can you Kool-Aid man through a wall because of how big you are? I added that part. So can you Kool-Aid man through a wall? Can you just bust through a wall and say, oh, yeah?
No. I mean, I can say, oh, yeah, I like the Kool-Aid guy. But I couldn't get through a wall. I'm too old, bro.
Let me ask you a question then, because this is going to be my question to you. In absolute prime time, what do you think your greatest feat of strength could be measured in? Does that question make sense? Like, what do you think if you absolutely can pick your prime? Number one, what age was your absolute prime to you? And then 2, what feat of strength could you show that, yeah, I'm in my absolute prime?
So my age I would probably have to say like 35.
Okay. Very underrated answer. A lot of people think your prime's like 22 to 25.
No, I would say in my early 30s, mid 30s, because I was strong from going to the gym for 15, 20 years.
Right.
And I kind of based it just off of kind of what I was doing in the gym.
Yeah.
And I always had a goal to bench press 400.
Okay.
And I got close. I never got there. The highest I got was 395.
Shut up,
but
dude. 395 is
crazy. That was it. And so I would say 35. Yeah. Just, your joints feel good. Your body feels good. But ever since I hit 40, bro, it was downhill. You'll see.
Don't say that. You'll see.
You'll see. It's horrible. If I sleep wrong, I feel like I've been in a car accident. I wake up and I'm like, what in the hell happened last night?
Yeah.
I would say mid-30s probably.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Because I feel like that's the thing I would think is I thought I was in my prime at 18. Because, so from a sports standpoint, 18, I was my in my best shape for basketball. That was it. But as far as like lifting and like mentally knowing what to do and the years of training and muscle memory and all that stuff, I have to say now, like 29 and 30 so far have been my two best times. But I don't, if I wasn't taking the medication and feeling like way more bloated, if I could like lean out the way I want to, I feel like I would be in my absolute prime around this time. But I know that like 32, 35, those are still really good ages. And so I feel like I'm getting there because I'm stronger than ever. And like, I'm not taking anything. I've never taken anything besides I tried the TRT for like 8 weeks maybe, and that just bloated me out. It didn't do anything, to be honest with you. It absolutely did nothing for me. So I stopped taking that, but I definitely felt better at 29. Even after the stroke and stuff, I felt the stronger, you know?
You're in way better shape than I was at your age. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Yeah. Keep doing
I've been
what you're
lifting
doing
forever though, dude. It's the mental thing. Like I can't not go to the gym. So I think that's the only reason why I'm in shape. It's so much more. It's 75% mental, if not 80.
Yeah.
Because it just like there's something about, and this is what I try to tell people for lifting, like you said, just having an outlet, number one, like going to the gym mentally, being able to kind of lock the world out and just move your body and just everything. I don't know. It's something I need. But if I were to say my strongest thing I've done, I did leg press for 600 the other day. So like a month ago. No, it was like, what was it? It was like six. I think it was 600. Because what's 6 plates? 6 plates plus a 25 on each side. I don't know what the math is on that. But I repped that out for 8 reps solid. Like real reps. Like on the leg press. Like leaned back. Perfect form. I make myself do form. Like it's form above everything. And I repped those out for 8. And I was like, that was something. But my hips did not like that.
Did you bust through your jeans like the
Dude, I felt everything coming out. I was gonna
Banner,
I was more gonna be hemorrhoid man than I was gonna be Bruce Banner. I was like scared because I could feel the pressure. When you get to a certain point in that weight, you feel like a level of pressure. Your body's just like, what the hell are you doing? And then as far as benching goes, I haven't like flat benched in a long time because I don't have anybody to spot me. So the last feat of strength I had was 3 plates and a 25 on each side for the hammer strength flat press, and then I did 4 plates for 3 reps on decline.
Good for you. That's awesome.
But I felt the joints not enjoying that. So I feel like that's always my advice. It's like it's not worth the injury. If I can't go to the gym for 2 months because I ripped my rotator cuff or I need surgery or something, it's not worth it. So I haven't even tried it yet.
Yeah. Keep doing that, man. And if your joints can take it and your body can take it, great. But there'll come a time, where, like you said, it's not worth the injury. But if you're feeling good, keep going for it.
Yeah, dude. And I realized I have to eat before I go. I used to never eat. I used to intermittent fast. I thought that was the move. And I had no energy. And ever since I started eating in the mornings and taking a little bit of creatine every once in a while, I used to take it really consistently. But those little things, dude, change your whole workout. And I need that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep. Good for you. That's awesome.
But that's what I've been on lately. I don't know. Okay, last one. Then I have a special song for you, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I have a song for you. Made tailored song, by the way. This is absolutely tailored. Okay. Here's another question. Okay. For Ray, more people in Hawaii eat Spam than any other state. So Ray, were you in Hawaii? Did you eat any Spam when you went?
I did actually. So it was in, what is that? Is it Kapaa?
Yeah, Kapaa.
Right there before you go up Princeville.
Yep, that's it. Yep, Kapaa is the first.
Okay. So town. Kapaa, there was a little diner on the left-hand side.
Yeah,
kind of across from a little beach.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we had fried Spam there.
Nice.
And it was actually delicious. I loved
it.
Good,
right?
It was good. It was surprisingly good because when I was little, we used to eat Spam, but it had like the jelly stuff on it, and I
Yeah.
It was kind of gross to me. So I
Yeah.
tried it in Hawaii, and it was really good. I was impressed.
Dude, I love it. I had so my friend who's Hawaiian, I went to his house and I never had spam. And Charles had always told me about spam. And I didn't know what it was. And his mom made it a Hawaiian dish and it was so fire. It was so good. And so when we got to Hawaii, or in Kauai, no one wanted it. So I went and tried it by myself too. And it was fire. And I made spam by myself with just white rice. And it's so
Yeah,
good. It's
yeah,
just next
it
level.
was good. Yep. Was it
Yeah,
fried? Is that how they cooked it?
I think she did. I don't know whatever she did, I was a big fan of.
Yeah.
She made it and it was like the first time ever. And it just sounds like a gross thing if you don't know what it is. It just sounds gross. Like the word spam just doesn't sound like good food. So I was like, all right, I'll eat it. Like I try anything. My thing is people kill me on this in this channel and in this community because I love salmon sushi. Like I love raw sushi. And I've tried that and tuna are so good. But people think that you just cut it up and then just throw it on there. They cure it. They do a bunch of stuff before they give it over to you. But the
Yep.
guy's over there, he's got his fingies all over your food and he's putting it on the rice. I don't give a frick, bro. If I'm on death row and it's like, what's your last meal? It's a plate of salmon sushi, like 50 pieces. That's it.
Yep.
And a Coke.
I love it.
I'm doing it. Okay, that's my question. Before I play you the song. Death row meal. Last meal, anything you want. What are you getting? Buffet style.
Oh, that's a good question. I would have to say probably. Does it have to be fast food, or can somebody bring
Anything, literally anything.
Okay, I would have to
call the
say
shots.
my grandma's spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, her parents came from Italy, so I'm Italian,
Yeah.
and her spaghetti by far is the best that I've ever had. My mom does a good one. Christy does a good one. She's learned from my grandma and my mom.
Yeah.
But grandma's nothing beat grandma's spaghetti.
Yeah. Just
100%.
just timeless.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
I've always wanted authentic everything. I've wanted authentic Italian. I really want to try because I know the majority of what you have, like for me, is just like restaurants or like some kind of like chained version. I'd love to have some really good authentic Italian. I really want some really authentic Mexican food as well. I've only had it once, and we went to a real Mexican restaurant in like outside of San Antonio, and it was fire. It was so good.
So what would yours be?
So if I had to go last meal, I'm going to go everything with dessert, drink, everything. I'm going salmon sushi.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna get now that I'm hungry, I could probably give you about 30 things. I get some Popeyes biscuits just for the heck of it. I would drink a Coke for sure. Maybe spike that thing up. I'm not a drinker.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spike it.
I'm not one you might have to. It's my last meal. Just throw something in there. Oh man. And then dessert. Man, ever since we talked about donuts, I'm thinking about getting some.
See,
Would I do donuts? No. I feel like I'd have to do something like ice cream and then maybe a cake. I go hard. I'd ask for like if I could get it and there was no limit and I could be like, yeah, this is what I want. I would get some wild stuff. I do like a Thanksgiving of all my favorite things.
Oh yeah, you have to.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
What's your dessert though?
Dessert, I would probably say ice cream or donuts or apple pie.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with donuts, bro. You just can't. If you get a good spot, you know what I've always wanted to try? That place in LA. Is it Randy's Donuts? It's like the famous one that everybody like every time you watch a movie in Cali and they are anywhere in LA, there's this big giant donut that what is it? I'm gonna look it up. I'll show it to you.
Is it like it has like a sign, the big donut?
Yeah, it's like the pink donut that's in there. That's like hold on. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I gotta look it up. Famous LA donut. It's always in the movies, bro. It's this one. Yeah, it's called Randy's Donuts. I'm right. This is it, bro. It's like the most famous one that they always show. Let me show you my screen. This. Is it not going to show up? I clicked it. It's just not coming up, huh? Okay, well, freak me. It's not gonna let me do it. Can you see it or no?
I can't see anything. I can see you.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, it's this spot right here, and it looks like.
Is that churros?
Oh man, I'm hungry as frick, bro.
Oh,
look at this churro donut, brother. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. Let me go back. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
You know that spot? Now I feel like I have to go there. I don't know why. It's just because I've seen it so many times in different movies where I'm like, this place has to be good. It has to be good.
Yeah, it looks way good. Those churros look good.
Yeah, dude. I'm a churro guy, by the way. I'll have a churro any day.
Bro, Disneyland churros are the best.
The best. Okay, what one do you get? Do you get because there's a couple different kinds, but have you ever had the Buzz Lightyear ones over by, it's in the other side, it's on California Adventure side. It's right next to the Ferris wheel. And they have like these special sprinkles that kind of look like, it's literally a Buzz Lightyear churro stand. Bro, they're fire.
I don't think I've had that one. Just the normal churro stands, I think.
They're so good.
Every time we pass one, I got to get one.
And I get a turkey leg every time. Because those turkey legs go crazy. That at Disneyland, and then my mom made me, like, brainwashed me into caramel apples. So I always get a caramel apple out there.
Caramel apples are good.
They're fire. Like, they're $45. But everything you get at Disneyland is so stupid, bro.
It's crazy expensive.
They charge you more than anybody in the freaking world for anything.
You pay more in food than you do to get even into the place.
100%. And that's why I know the tickets aren't that much, because they're like, yeah, we'll get you with the food. It's not even a question. They're not worried about it. All right, you ready for this outro song?
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Who made it first? Who made it?
You did? This is from Tess herself. Okay, she made this song. Okay, this is this is a custom song. Okay.
Ooh, Lieutenant Ray. Okay. All right.
How do I get out of that though? I don't want it to. Okay, good. Okay, are you ready for this? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
Rolling through the night with silence and lights aglow. The name's Rexburg, yeah, everyone knows. Not as tall as ice cold, but he stands his ground. You already know he's protecting the town.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, the muscles don't lie.
Yeah, boy.
He looks pretty tough, but he's actually a nice guy. Boots hit pavement, got that powerful sway. Bad guys know they're in trouble when they hear the name Lieutenant Ray.
Hell yeah.
We don't need no Superman when Ray is in town. He's a real life superhero, so write that down. He made a sudden dumbass thumb shaking his loafers, and all the ladies named Melanie rush away with their chauffeurs. I talked about the fake lawyer with the Shih Tzu hairdo. But we don't have time with umbrellas at the pool, but disrespect his
There you go.
gorgeous wife Christy. I pity the fall. We don't need no Superman when Ray is in town. He's a real life superhero, so write that down. He made a certain dumbass song shaking his loafers, and all the ladies named Melanie rush away with their chauffeur. Rich Ray is a certified badass with a heart of pure gold. His strength, wit, and courage will never get old.
I love
So if
it.
you see a man with huge muscles and a shiny head headed your way, show some respect because that's our Lieutenant Retro.
That goes crazy, bro. Nah, bro. There couldn't have been a better outro
That-
than that.
That is the best song. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks. That is awesome.
Fire
How
home.
do I get a copy of that? I
Nah,
love
that's
that.
what you
song.
need. You need that freaking theme song, bro. That goes
That is
crazy.
awesome. Thank you so much. That's cool. Thank you.
That's getting stuck in my head for real.
That's catchy, right?
That goes crazy. Freaking Raw Wrench Ray out here, 50 Shades of Ray.
I'm gonna
They
be
don't know
singing
nothing
Raw
about
Ranch
that.
Ray in the gym now.
Sheesh, brother. That can get you pumped up. That song goes crazy.
Yeah, that's bad. I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Big dog out here. First of all, I want to thank my boy out here for just being here in general. I hope you guys had fun with us. I enjoyed it. I think we went way further. Even we usually only do an hour. We're almost at 2 because we just had fun talking, bro. We could do
Bro,
this
we
all
could,
day.
we could go for another hour too.
That's what I'm saying. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
100%.
But thank you guys so much for being here. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Let's give a big round of applause for my guy. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks, Colby. I love you.
I love you too, bro.
Keep going
And
strong. man.
honestly, this is just as fun as it gets, man. Oh,
Absolutely.
they're asking what does your shirt say because your shirt's backwards.
Oh, so it says Patriot. It's a local company. They print shirts, but I was on his podcast. Super good dude.
Yeah.
They got some cool shirts. So I try to support local business.
Yeah, dude, that's a dope shirt. To be honest with you, that's a dope shirt. I like that. I think I saw you wear another version of that, and I was like, dude, that's my shirt. I like that. It's
Yeah.
a good brand.
What size do you wear?
I'm a 2X. I'm an X, but I'm literally a 2X. You know why? Because my shoulders are wider than ever, and an X. If I pick my arms up at all, like if I pick up the kids, it's just belly time. So I have to get the length now, just to be long enough for me to wear. So
you're a 2X?
yeah,
Okay. All right. I'll have to send one out to you. And I have the opposite problem. My shoulders are wide, but
yeah,
I'm shorter. So if I get too big of a shirt that kind of fits more, then it looks like I'm wearing a skirt.
yeah. Then you have the too long. See, and that's the thing. It sucks. I've never been as wide as I am now in my shoulders, but everything is just it's just everything I have. All my other shirts, bro. Yeah, I can't wear them because they're just too small. I just look like an idiot. I literally move my body and my freaking stomach's out. So it's horrible. But all right,
brother,
big dog.
thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
Keep going strong, man, with your channel. You're a great dad. You're a great friend. Keep going, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. So are you. And I think honestly, this might have to be the new normal. You might have just got your retirement plan. People
Hell
love
yeah,
you,
brother.
bro.
I'll be on anytime you have me.
All right, bro. Love you. Thank you.
All right, bro. Love you too. Thanks, guys.